So the interdisciplinary approach to divorce has developed over the years after getting input from other professionals that wouldn't it be helpful to have different perspectives before people end up getting court orders rather than after? So for instance, let's say 20 years ago, when people would just go to lawyers, have lawyers develop an agreement, then what they would get is a legal, an agreement that follows the law. But on the other hand, it may have really bad tax consequences. It may be missing the magic language for the IRS. It may have consequences to people's family dynamics that weren't considered, let's say, from a mental health perspective. So starting about 15 to 20 years ago, people said, wouldn't it make sense to get this advice and this support, this feedback, this education as we were actually going through the divorce process? And over time, family law attorneys have started to realize, this is fantastic. Because people are actually being empowered to be able to make their own choices. They're realizing the context in which these legal agreements are happening. They're able to start doing things like working on their co-parenting styles and protocols and things that have a lot more depth than, well, where is Johnny going to be on Wednesday afternoons, right? Because we all understand that today people need to focus on a much larger picture than, let's just say, just getting divorced. People actually want to have a higher quality result. They want to restructure their families with integrity. And having professionals from other disciplines is an important part of being able to make a cohesive agreement that really addresses the entire spectrum of the situation, from emotional to financial to legal to tax-wise. So for instance, I encourage my clients to think about working with a mediator financial specialist, right, which is a CDFA here in California, which has its own license and is adept at supporting clients and making their own decisions. I encourage my clients to work with mediator family specialists who have backgrounds in family dynamics and mental health degrees. And all the feedback that I've ever gotten from my clients is they're glad that they had that input and made that choice to work with those professionals too.